Hello and welcome to the Underdog Racing League presented by Wild Bill Soda. I am Chase Durheim filling in for Chance tonight. He is sick, but don't worry, he is still in the production room, manning all the buttons back there, but in everybody's best interest, we're not going to let you guys hear him tonight, so I'm filling in. We're at Iowa tonight for the Bikes for Tykes charity race, doing something a little bit different. We're incorporating it into the season, so it's still a full points race, same as normal, but definitely a special event here, so we will bring in Scott here in a little bit to talk a little bit about what we got going on tonight. And yeah, I'm excited. This is a fun track, really a driver's track, and I expect a really good show tonight. We will bring Scott in here. Scott, what do you think? This is an event I know all of us look forward to every year. It's for a really good cause, and uh, thank you for putting this on for everybody.
Well, I want to just say thank you to the Underdog Race League for supporting this because we started this 5 years ago, 2020. My dad passed away in January. I was trying to find a way to cope with things. And I remember how much he and my mom gave to kids. They were foster parents from the time I was in kindergarten. I'm 56 years old now. And we would get kids sometimes 2 days before Christmas, and they'd make sure those kids had as good a Christmas as we did as kids growing up. And so as a result, I saw this Bikes for Tykes kept hearing on the radio. I went, that's the way. We're going to have a charity race at Iowa because that was the racetrack that Dad and I went to. His dream was to have the Cup cars there. They didn't make it there before he passed away, but last year I got to go there. It started with an idea of I was hoping to donate 3 bikes. Justin Stunard and a few other people said, nope, that's not happening. We donated 19 bikes the first year. Coming into this year, we have donated 115 bikes for kids who otherwise would get nothing for Christmas. They're kids who are in need. And we're already at 8 bikes donated. And tonight, I want to really thank Wild Bills as well as our racers and family and friends. Wild Bills just made a donation. Some other races made a donation. I've got enough money to donate 13 more bikes to bring our total already for 2024 to 25 that we have donated. So just it's an incredible experience.
Yeah, that is awesome, man. And yeah, you talked about Iowa being somewhere local to you, and you have a lot of memories with your dad there. Is there any specific memories that were your favorite that stand out that took place there?
Really, an interesting one that happened. Ricky Stenhouse coming out of turn 4, loses the engine.
Yeah.
Loses the engine, and Carl Edwards slams into the back of him because he was in the oil. And yeah, it was unbelievable. So we also met Richard Childress while we were there. We got to meet Richard Childress. Yeah, so I got to meet him. Austin Dillon's first truck race win was that same weekend. And so I've got a signed hat that sits in my office at the college that is signed by Richard Childress, Ty Dillon, and Austin Dillon. And the cool story is the next year we saw Austin, and my dad got his hat signed. And Austin said, "Who are these other signatures?" He said, "Well, that's Childress and your brother." And he goes, "Well, why isn't my autograph on there?" "Well, you were in the truck getting ready." and he goes, "Well, I would have come out if someone would have said something." So it's pretty cool to meet him and everything like that. So every time I race here, I drive around, I can see where Dad and I sat all the time, and it brings back good memories. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. Such a cool story, and again, we're just so thankful that you decided to put this on, and happy to be a part of it. I know this is an exciting track. This is one of my favorite tracks to drive, and I wish I was in the car tonight, but I think you guys are going to put on a good show, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Everybody needs to stick around for the tail end. After that checkered flag drops, everybody needs to stick around because there's going to be something really cool happen. Not going to tell the people who are watching right now, but you want to be here at the end.
I like that. I like that. Leave people in suspense. Make it a surprise. Yes, yes, that's awesome.
Well, I think we're getting ready to go racing, gentlemen. Hey, folks, if you can contribute, I think they're going to put into the comments there. We take
Yes.
whatever amount. I pull it all together. We buy bikes. It costs $62 to buy a bike right now. It's going to make some kids' Christmas a really good Christmas. So if you can do that, great. If you can't donate $62, you can donate $5. $5 will go, go there. So.
Yep, we will post that in the chat probably multiple times throughout the race. So, yep, any little bit helps, and yeah, let's have some fun tonight. Good
All
luck,
right,
Scott.
we'll talk to you after the race.
Yep, sounds good. All right, so we are getting ready to go here. Looks like Dylan Zampa is on pole. Jason Fensler to his outside. Tyler Merritt starts third. Brad Ringer in fourth. Jason Seam starts fifth. Ryan Seam starts sixth. Jake Williams Sr. starts seventh. David Chapman Jr. eighth. Cody Dorsey ninth. And Nick Gardner starts 10th. And I believe we are going green this time, so I'm not going to make it through the whole running order, but maybe not, because there's still a car dropping back. We'll see. Their lights are still on the pace car. 11th, we've got David Cooley. 12th, we got Corey Hassler. 13th, Jason Bottoms. 14th, Derek Riley. 15th, Austin Gustafson. 16th, Christopher Height. 17th, Nicholas Seams. 18th, Blake Kennedy. 19th, Noah Tansman. 20th, Dakota Bly. 21st, Scott Milner. 22nd, Stephen Horner. 23rd, Scott Kerberg. 24th, Dylan Walterman. And 25th is Justin Stenard. Gonna be a good battle tonight. I've been in this league now 3 years, I think, and this has got to be the most competitive that I have ever seen it. It's tough. It's not just Jason Fensler you got to worry about anymore. It's Dylan Zampa, Tyler Merritt, and even the guys that have been here a long time. They are definitely stepping their game up. So I don't have a prediction here for you. It's anyone's race as far as I'm concerned, but we will see what happens. Hopefully, not too many yellows. Some good racing tonight. And we are off. Dylan Zampa with an excellent start from the pole. Everybody clean so far. Gotta watch out for the bumps up high in turn 1 and 2. They will absolutely throw your car around. Not so bad in 3 and 4 on the top. You can rip that a little bit easier. Not exactly sure when stage breaks are tonight. We will find out. I will get back to you guys on that. As Jason Fensler looked like he did not get that good of a start. He's back to 4th. Everybody trying to take it easy. I know this is a long race. 200 laps here tonight. I've just got a message in my producer in my ear. It is lap 60 and lap 120 are the stages tonight. Man, that's cool. That's cool. Any other fun facts, Mr. Producer? You feel free to throw them my way. I will pass the message along. Looks like Tyler Merritt got about a 2/10 of a second gap out front. Everybody's still minding their business. No cautions yet. Great sign. As Fensler goes to the top, he's going to rip the top early. See if that pays off for him. Let's see, it was 3 and 4 where he didn't. Let's see if he does it in 1 and 2. I'm going to guess not, and he doesn't. Interesting to see who can run the top in 1 and 2. I think you can run the middle, and it's not too bumpy, but you get up there on the top, and you better be prepared to hold on. Got a challenge for the lead, Dylan Zampa. Trying to get it back. Looks like he's got to run here, see if he does anything with it. He's going to go high. Like he's gonna run on him. He's gonna pull alongside here. Side by side down the front, and here we go. He's in the top in 1 and 2. Let's see if the car gets upset at all. No, I think he went low enough to avoid him that time. This is what I want to see. I want to see side by side racing, good battles all night long. You can see why a lot of people like this track. Plenty of room for maneuvering, plenty of room for different lanes, as the 38's going to squeeze him a little bit. I'm guessing that was not intentional. I'm certain that was not intentional. This track is not easy. This is not Texas. This is not Kansas, Homestead, where you can kind of just ride around if you don't want to push it. Even if you're just riding around, you got to hit your marks at this track, or it will make you pay for it. 38 not satisfied. He wants the lead. Tyler Mayer going to the inside this time. That's what Jason Seams and Jason Fensler both want to see right now. I want to see these guys battling. I'm guessing at Iowa, like most tracks on iRacing, the more you run the top, the more you wear out your tires. We'll see if that happens here, because Fensler has been running the top in 3 and 4 pretty much since the start of the race. So we'll see how his long run speed is. He's usually really good about saving his tires and being clean and hitting his marks. So if anyone's going to make their tires last up there on the top, it's going to be him. Looks like Tyler Merritt is maybe backed off for a little bit, trying to save some tire here for a few laps. Jason Steens and Jason Fensler, though, they are not going away. Jason gets a little close to the wall there. Back to the top. Even behind Jason Fensler, you got Brad Ringer right there. And also Ryan Seams. Younger brother of Jason Seams. Also Nicholas Seams. Son of Jason Seams in this race. How cool is that? Fensler looking to take over third spot here. Goes to the inside in 3 and 4. Not something he's used to. Seems like everybody that is stuck on the top or running the top, ooh, he's going to slide up in front of them, make him check up. Good move by Jason Seams there. Early in the race still, no need to push things. Smart move by him. Seems like most of the guys that have to run the top in 1 and 2, they're trying to avoid those bumps. They're not going all the way up to the top. I could see a scenario in which your car gets tight and late in the run those bumps actually help you and upset the car and help it turn. But I don't know. If it were me, I think I would stay away from them as much as I could. Brad Ringer trying to follow him through into 4th. Strong run from him so far. He goes to the inside here. Hope we see a couple slide jobs in 3 and 4 today. Guessing not until later in the race, but who knows? Still looking to get around him. I'm not really sure if he's just being patient, waiting for a mistake from him, or if they're just evenly matched right now. But Dylan Zampa has extended his lead to about half a second out front. Keep an eye on Jason Fensler, though. He's matching the leader's lap times right now. It's slightly faster, so far those tires are holding on just fine for him. Won't look now, but we got Ryan Seams in the 83 trying to join the party. See where he decides to go here. Is he really going to try to split him? Go for it. Not enough momentum there. Still definitely too early for that, but it would have been awesome. You see the 83 a little bit higher there, still manages to cut it down and avoid the bumps. As he, gets into the wall a little bit there. That's just a little kiss. That'll be fine. These Xfinity cars are a lot of fun to drive, not quite as affected by dirty air, and certainly not at a short track like Iowa. And we got a battle for second. Jason Fensler. Still running laps a little bit faster than leader. He thought about squeezing up in front of him there, but thought better of it. Smart choice, smart choice. That's the difference between Fensler and I. Last week I had the same situation, same guy, and I just slid in front of him and wrecked myself. So they're showing plenty of car control there. I don't think Tyler Murray would have been too happy if he had guys slide up in front of him and cause accidents 2 weeks in a row. Or still going strong. Great racing here. I love when we just have multiple grooves. I'm hoping the tires hang on for people running the top too. It's going to be a great race if that is the case. Even if not, it's still a line that you can run at any time. So I'm not going to say passing is going to be easy. It helps when you can run two lines. Brad's being very patient here, which again is very smart. Everybody looks like they're being patient. We'll see if they still have that kind of patience later on in the race. Brad's just got to be, he's got to be almost alongside him entering 3 there so he can get him cleared. And he's got to have a good exit off 2. He does not. Jake Williams Sr. up here trying to make the 3-car battle. 4. What am I talking about? Ooh, squeezed into the wall. Jason Seams. I don't think he was squeezed. I think he accidentally did it himself. But again, just a kiss. You get too many of those, and it's gonna add up to some damage. Battle for the lead. Jason Fensler going to the inside on Dylan Zampa. Jason Fensler very impressive so far. Plenty of pace in that number 15 Chevy. I think he's going to take his time and pick a good spot to pass him here. I think Dylan Zampa is just going to roll over and give it to him, though. I've been very impressed with Zampa and Merritt both this season. A couple of new guys. Plenty of pace in those cars. But he still holds them off. They're about to catch some lap traffic here in the next 5 to 10 laps, so that will make it a little more interesting. Also, I believe their fuel window is about 55 laps, so if we go caution-free, I wonder if anybody's going to try to stretch it. I'm sure somebody will try, but the question is, You have to back off the pace so much that it doesn't pay off. As Spencer goes to the inside again in 3 and 4. Dylan decides to run the middle groove there and not go all the way up to the wall. Looks like it's going to pay off for him. That can be a good move sometimes. You can really pinch a guy down and not let him arc the corner off the way he wants to. Great battle here. The one not giving up on the outside. As Spencer squeezes up a little bit this time. Not running the very bottom. See how this lap car of Stephen Horner comes into play here. Looks like he's running the very top. He hits the bumps. Is he into the wall? No. No, but he is slow, and that's going to hurt Dylan on the exit. Oh, man, that might have been all Jason Fensler needed there. Dylan not able to open up the wheel and arc all the way to the wall off the corner. That always hurts. He's still pushing hard, though. He's not giving up yet. Jason back up to the top again. He seems not to be worried about tire wear. And why would he be with a pace like that? You can see how Dylan is entering high and it's like he's letting off and letting the car set and then cutting down and exiting lower off the corner. That's a good strategy at a lot of different short tracks. Richmond comes to mind, somewhere you like to diamond a little bit. Not quite a diamond from him as he's entering a little bit higher, but looks like that's what a lot of guys are doing in 1 and 2. Very interesting to see how the strategy plays out here in Stage 1. Again, stage ends on lap 60, so everybody knows there's going to be a caution then. I don't think anybody's going to be able to make it on fuel. Well, somebody will if they back their pace way down. Dylan Zampa's not giving up here, though. He is not letting Jason Fencer get away. One bobble from Jason, and ooh, he's in the wall! Just as I say that, Dylan back to the inside. I don't think he's going to get him cleared this time, though. Or is he? Or is he? Oh my, crossover. Wow, that was close. Man, it's early. It is early, boys. I love it. You guys obviously know how to race clean, but also know how to race hard. Another lap car up here against Corey Hassler. See, this lap car comes into play like the last one did. Same scenario where the lap car is running high, Dylan Zampa is running high. Where is he going to go this time? Is he going to stay up high and they're going to maybe split him 3 wide? No. Not yet. What does Dylan do here? Fensler's going to use him as a pick. Very nice move by Corey there. That's all you can ask for as the lead lap guy coming up on a lap car. You just want him to run the same consistent line, not change anything up. Good job by Corey there. Ooh, as he gets into the wall a little bit, can he hang on to it? Looks like it. Yes, he did. Good save. These two are kind of in a zip code of their own as third place Tyler Merritt looks like he's 4 seconds back right now. The inside again. Man, this is great racing. You don't like this? You don't like NASCAR. Just looking at our scoreboard here, we got Nick Gardner up 5 spots from the start. And at lap times, he's 2/10 off the leaders, but still good pace from him. Jason looks like he's able to stretch his lead out a little bit better here. Hopefully he's comfortable by any means, as Dylan goes right back to the inside again. Looks like he overdrove the entrance a little bit there and definitely hurt him on the exit. Great racing so far. This is what I hope to see from Iowa, and I expected to see. Oh man, he's close to the wall there. Back and look at some more battles. This one just does not seem to go away. Jason Seams cannot figure out a way to ride some laps by himself. It seems like this guy's always got a hornet's nest around him. Austin Gustafson up 6 spots from the start here. The 18 car. Like our biggest movers of the race, though, are Scott Milner and Justin Stenard. Nope, I take that back. Dylan Walterman has gained 9 spots since the start. Not missing anything up front. Jason's still got a 4/10 of a second lead, so we will stick here and watch some more good racing. I think these guys might think that they can make it, because if they didn't think they can make it, you would expect some people maybe to split the stage in half and take some tires and maybe try to gain some points by winning a stage. Oh my, they all got tight, and the 18 car saves it. Great save. You could see everybody at once get tight there. It looked like about 3 cars almost got into the wall. And I can't even tell you how many times that has happened, where you're following a guy and he leads you right into the wall. Not saying that's exactly what happened there, but like that. Oh, hold on a minute. We have 7th, 8th, and 9th. All 3 Seams, the 2 brothers and son Nicholas. They are all running 7th, 8th, and 9th right now. That is awesome. As Nick just passes his dad for 8th. That's so cool. Cody Dorsey in that lime green 9. That's a cool paint scheme. I also like the Prime paint scheme on Nick's car. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Producer, but I do believe Prime is poison, and they're removing it from the shelves because it's poison. Am I wrong? I think I'm right. The producer was saying 100% true. He says I'm totally correct, and no, I'm just kidding. He says he doesn't know either, but I read something where it's not safe. I think the FDA had to step in and say, hold on a second here. We move up a little bit. We got Jake battling Brad for 5th. Both run some pretty good lap times. You know, looking through the field, it looks like everybody is within about 0.2 of a second of each other. So, tires getting worn, drivers getting tired here. It's been a long run. Looks like Jason and Dylan have some really good long run speed. Maybe Nick. Nick has worked his way up into 3rd. He's up 7 spots from the start. I think we're gonna have to hear from him before the end of the race for sure. Look at this though, Dylan Zampa not giving up. Holy cow. Looks like Dylan going back to the lead there. I wonder if Jason's starting to save some fuel or something, because he's way slower. Looks like everybody backed up about half a second almost. I wonder if he's saving fuel. He's got to be. Unless he thinks his tires have just given up, but they've been battling so hard, those front 2 guys. Those would be the 2 I'd be most concerned about on fuel. Obviously, they've had the most pace, so we will see who can make it and who cannot. it's not just about making it to the caution. You also have to make it all the way back around to your pit stall. And it is highly illegal to have somebody else push you into your pit stall. So if you run out of gas, you are screwed. Or if you run out of gas and overshoot your pit stall, you are screwed because your engine doesn't run and you can't go in reverse. Been that a couple times. Everybody backing up, except for Nicholas Seams. He is the fastest car on the track. He is still running quick. As we got a caution, that saves some people, I'm guessing. I wonder what happened here. Oh, it's the 25 of Corey Hassler. Go back and see what happened here. Looks like he just gets loose. Like he has been struggling on the handling on that 25 car all race long, so I know a lot of guys breathing a sigh of relief probably that caution just came out, because that will be our stage. Well, congrats to Dylan Zampa on a stage 1 win. I believe that is stage, but we will see. They could have a one-lap shootout, I guess. They stayed in the race so I could hear the admins. Like everybody coming down pit road, though. If somebody stays out, that means it is not stage. That could have been a lap car. That also could be a lap car. Alright, we'll see whose pit crews perform this time. Everybody pulling through all the pit stalls to their box. Oop, 38 did not get a clean entry. He's still not in there clean. Merritt probably going to lose a couple spots here. Look at the race off pit road. Spencer with the launch, but I think Dylan got him with the number 1 pit stall. We'll have to see. It looks like Jason. No, Jason has beat him off pit road. That was a close race right there.
You're looking mighty thirsty. Wild Bill's, pure cane sugar, old-fashioned sodas.
And this is officially the stage here on lap 60. Thank you to our sponsor, Wild Bills, for sponsoring this amazing league. Like the 25 might be taking the wave around here. I thought Blake Kennedy possibly taking the wave around. Thank you to all of our sponsors here. They really help us out getting this broadcast put up and getting out some winnings to all these drivers. Put a little bit of incentive in front of them. We do all sorts of fun stuff in this league. Got Dash for Cash that we do sometimes. Great schedule, great tracks. Great drivers too. You know, a lot of these leagues you get a lot of drama from people after almost every race, it seems like, but the admins do a really good job of keeping everybody in check. As you see the two guys of Corey and Blake making the wave around there. I've been in a few leagues in my day, and this is up there with my favorite because just a bunch of great guys. Everybody getting used to racing around each other. We got a couple new guys in here. Not a couple, quite a few new guys in here this year, and really no big problems. Again, great job by the admins of keeping everyone in line. As we start stage 2, Dylan and Jason up front on the front row, Brad Ringer in 3rd, and Jake Sr. in 4th. Tyler Merritt back at 5th. We'll see if he can fight through some traffic. Jason's going to elect to go off the high side. Don't see that very often. Excellent jump from him, though. No problem. I think he could have picked any lane he wanted. As we got problems, I think that's Tyler Merritt. It is Tyler Merritt. Big one. Jason Seams involved. Oh, no. Let's take a look at what happened here. You got cold tires right off a restart. These guys just came off a long run where their tires acted completely different, and he just got in there too hard. Got in there too hard and got into the side of Brad. It's like Nicholas Seams there got a little bit of damage. He got put up in the wall. His dad, Jason, and the 81 also in. Let's ride along with Jason and see what we see here. Yep. Nowhere to go. You can backseat drive from home all day and say, wow, why didn't he just go low? Well, when you're committed to a line in the corner, you can't just decide to run a different line. Not that easy. Ooh, as the 5 just barely gets tagged. Jason Bottoms, 360, keeps it going. A little bit of damage on the left rear, but definitely get some style points on that one. Love that paint scheme. That's a great paint scheme. A lot of great paint schemes. See all these guys come down. Some of them going to have to take the fast repairs now, I'm going to guess. 18 definitely does. Ever fun when you have to. It's not necessarily early, but it's ever fun when you got to use your fast repair when a lot of racing left. Say cautions breed cautions. Let's hope that's not the case tonight. I gotta admit, we've been a lot more green than I've expected. So shout out to all the guys out here. Let's see who else we can shout out. Looks like Justin Stenard up to 9th, plus 16 spots for him. Dylan Walterman right behind him, plus 14. Great night for him so far. Usually takes about halfway through a race before you can figure out who's going to be a real contender, because some guys, especially at a track like this where you really have to hit your marks, and it's not easy to hit your marks in qualifying, there's going to be people moving through the pack that have speed up enough to contend that you wouldn't think just looking at the qualifying order. Tough break for Tyler, though. Well, it's kind of his own doing, but you lose a couple spots on pit road, and I'm guessing he felt like he had to maybe get him back right away. Just a little bit too hard there. Definitely nothing intentional. So far, though, it is Jason Fensler and Dylan Zampa who've been the class of the field. And great battles from them in that first stage there. See if anybody can keep up with them here in the second stage. I would have said probably Tyler Merritt, but got some work to do now. Not only is it that you use up your one fast repair, but you have to restart I think it's going to restart 18th, so yeah. You use up your fast repair, and then you are put right in the middle of all the chaos and restart. We'll keep one eye on him and Jason Seams and Nicholas Seams. They're plenty of pace early in the race. We'll see how long it takes them to get back to the front, or if they can at all with all of the chaos. We've got one lap to green here. Again, make sure you guys stick around after the race. We have something special from the drivers. We get ready to try it again. Looks like the third place car of Jake Sr. does not have a number, but he is the number 29. Again, great start from Jason out front. Everybody nice and orderly this time. Dylan able to hold off Brad Rigger for second. Good start by Brad Ringer here, sticking with the 15-1. If any of these guys make some adjustments, as someone gets into the wall back there, not sure who that was. Doesn't look like too big of a deal. Yeah, it is Jake. That does not have a number. Got the Underdog Racing League decal on his windshield, though. All that matters. This is the chaos we were talking about. Justin Stumard having a good run. And Brad Ringer really putting the pressure on Dylan for second here. Dylan's probably thinking I'll save a little bit more tire here because I think Jason probably would have won that stage had it not been for the fuel situation, and it appeared to be Jason backing off a little bit to save some fuel. I'm guessing he thinks he needs to just save a little bit more tire to be ready for the end of the run. Looks like they are not afraid of the high line in 3 and 4 for tire wear, though, at all. That's just where they want to be. Brad Ringer, very impressive on this start, though. He's really going to challenge Dylan for second here. Jake Williams back and forth. He's not letting these guys get out of sight either. I think everybody's being a little bit conservative, but trying not to lose touch. If you're Jason, you want to be smooth on the wheel, take care of your stuff, but also run a fast pace so these guys are pushing their cars. Riding back there. Dylan and Brad both go to the bottom there. Brad right on his bumper. He is getting after it right now. That's all Jason Fensler wants to see in his mirror. Please get alongside each other, boys. Please race hard. Man. One car so close to the wall there on exit. He's using every bit of track that he can. Dylan's thinking, just go away so I can just focus on Jason and focus on saving my stuff, but Brad's having no part of that. I don't think he wants to be following right in his tracks, but on a track like Iowa, it's going to make it a little bit more tight, but as much as, say, a mile and a half would. I mean, these guys are kind of battling, but Jason is not getting out to a big lead. Another good thing about this track, usually when you're side by side with someone like that at a mile and a half or a bigger track, they slow each other down, and it's very easy for the leader to get away when two cars are side by side or someone from behind to catch them. That's big of a factor here at a short track like Iowa. Man, that 76 is all over him in the corners. One little bobble from the one, and he's going to be into the back of him. Really great driving from everybody, though. Able to stay off each other and race each other clean. We look to his field. Looks like Tyler Merritt's up to 8th place. So he is not taking it too easy. Jason seems only up to 13th. Oh yeah, he's pushing. He wants to get back up to the front. He's working on the 83 car, Brian seems here. Plus 10 spots from the restart, though. Got Nick Gardner right in front of him there. He had some really good pace in the first stage. I expect him to move forward towards the end. He's definitely one of the better cars on the long run. Thinking these guys think that they can make it with that caution that they got there, so probably not a whole lot of fuel saving going on, maybe a little bit. These guys that pitted though, like Tyler Merritt, he can definitely make it. I'm guessing he did not take tires though. I'm almost certain he did not take tires, so no speed advantage for him there, just fuel advantage. Go up to our battle for second. It looks like Dylan Zampa has pulled away from those guys a little bit, and it looks like he's kind of running Jason down a little bit. Maybe. There we go. Yes, a familiar sight. These two starting to sneak away now. I was wondering how hard Brad was pushing, trying to keep up with these guys right away. I think if it comes down to a short run at the end, Brad's definitely got something for these guys. They're still going at it for third here. David Coley has come up to join the fun. Quiet, solid race from him so far. Pick up to the lead. Looks like Steven Horner is about to go another lap down here. Dylan Zampa is catching Jason Fensler. No doubt about it. Looks like Dylan was able to keep the tires on the thing as they were battling for second there. Still got plenty of speed. Caution on the track. Just as it's about to get interesting. Oh my goodness. Brad Ringer is backwards. And David Coley looks like he is heavily damaged. What has happened here? Oh my goodness, the battle for third position has taken a turn for the worse. It wasn't the bumps in 1 and 2. That was my first concern about what happened. But Coley tries a slide job and he was not clear. I said I hope we see some slide jobs today. It was kind of a slide job. It was an attempt. Right on with Dick Williams here. Yeah, he just sent it in there and was not clear. Was not clear. Brad probably a little ticked off right now. This Jason Fensler is going to pit. It looks like we've got some split strategy here. Dylan Zampa is a lonely man out there. Oh boy. That changes things. Like Nick Gardner may have taken 2 tires as he almost beat Jason Fensler off pit road. Going back to that incident there, that caution, if you're Brad Ringer, you hope that the guy doing the slide job goes all the way down to the bottom to do the slide job and sends it, because that way you have a little bit more time to react. You can see him coming a little bit, you can check up, try to cut underneath him to cross him over. When somebody tries to slide job you and only runs the middle line, it can sneak up on you, and it happens so much faster that you have no time to react, and the likelihood of an accident goes up. As Dylan Zampa has come down pit road, he wants no part of the old tires. I believe he's going to restart in the back now. What in the world? So Dylan Zampa stays out and then realizes nobody else behind him stays out. So he decides, nope, I'm going to come down, take my tires, and restart in the back. I don't know. At that point, I think you just got to take your medicine and realize that you have 1 extra set of tires than everybody else. But yeah, if you think it's going to go green at the end and you're not going to use that extra set, he can probably make his way through the field here and end up around 4th or 5th or 6th in the stage, which is probably better than what he would have done on the old tires. But if it were me, I think I would have just stayed out there, bit the bullet, had a bad finish in stage 2, but kept that extra set of tires. Like Nick Gardner is sped, no, outright, he sped. What am I talking about? He sped, so he will restart in the back. I think he took 2 tires. I'm guessing he's going to come back down and put his lefts on if he's not done so already. Or maybe he just sped, and that's why he was so fast off pit road. Maybe he just went double the speed limit. Certainly an option. Got a couple guys taking the wave around. Definitely the right move. You've got enough fuel to make it. Tyler Merritt, though, look at this. All the way back up to second. That didn't take long. Justin Stenard restarting third here. I hope he just splits them 3 wide and goes to the lead here. Or at least tries. That would be cool. Dylan Walterman up to 4th there on the outside. Good run for him. Jason Seams up to 5th here. Recovering from that incident. As here we go. Good start from Jason again on the outside. These guys are going to have to figure out how to restart. Comes down to a green-white checkered or something. Jason's... Oh my goodness, Justin Stenard got loose. Self spins down... Oh, it is a caution. Did not think that would be a yellow. Probably shouldn't have been. Good car control from Justin, though. Didn't hit anything. Just lost some track position. Take another look at it. A little bit tight on entry. And loose on exit. That was majestic. I don't know why that was a caution, but that was beautiful. He didn't even go all the way to the back. Not 100% sure why that was a caution there. In real life, the track probably would have been filled with smoke, and there probably should have warranted a caution, but I thought he would have put it back up in front of everybody. So I don't blame him for being quick on the trigger. Great car control from him, though. See if anybody's going to come down pit road. Sure why you would. Even Horner gets a lap back. Dylan Zampa back up to 16th. I'm not really sure where he restarted, but seems like maybe a couple spots better. No, they didn't get green for very long there, so he didn't have much of a chance. See, who else is having a good run? Noah Tansman. I don't think I've mentioned him yet. He's up to 5th. 66 car there. So many good paint schemes. Herberg having a very solid run in 13th spot. Know he's got to be happy with that. That's just a good guy, all around good guy. Never really have problems with him on track. Really have any problems with anybody on track. Like I said, this is an awesome league. If you're watching and you're looking for a league to join, this would be a good one. Got excellent car counts this year, though. Last year we hovered around 19, 20, 21, low 20s. We've been pushing 30 here most weeks. With that, we'd see an influx of cautions, and while we have maybe seen a little bit more, it's definitely not been a mess. It has not been chaos. Brought a lot more fast guys to the front here and made the league overall more competitive, I would say. Well, there's some weeks last year where it's kind of a walk in the park for Jason Fensler. He just kind of had to show up and not make any mistakes. Not the case this year. And I don't think it's because he got worse as a driver. Certainly not the case. It's a lot more fast competition. Race with Jason now for almost 3 years, and he's one of the cleanest, most respectful guys that you can race around. He gets into you, you know it wasn't on purpose. He can get another really good restart here. And we'll see if Tyler Merritt has learned anything from the last restart. Nobody has been able to figure it out so far, though. And if you're Jason, why restart anywhere but the top? It has worked up to this point. He gets a great launch again. Looks like Nicholas Seams did not get a good start back there. Bunches field up a little bit. We have successfully navigated turns 1 and 2. Oh man, Noah got close to the wall there. Oh, Matt, going for the lead. In the first round, he fell off a little bit after about 20 laps or so, so I think in his mind, he wants to get out in front and control the pace of this race. As Noah, it's not a 60-lap run at the end of the stage here. It's going to be about 25 or so tires, so a lot of them probably pushing a little bit harder here. Wotan's been trying to keep touch with these leaders here. On that number 1 car of Dylan Zampa, he's up to 10th. A conflict of emotions for Tyler right now. He wants the lead, he wants to push it, but he knows he already used his fast repair. So any mistake with significant damage would end his day. Let's say he's gonna push. He's gonna conservatively push Jason here and try to get the lead from him. Jason just hoping he can hold him off long enough to get a tire advantage on him. Side by side. Oh, he pushes up a little bit. They're gonna touch. Oh my goodness! Hold on to it, boys. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. It's tied up off these corners. Unless you're Justin, then it can get loose. It can also get loose. I've seen so many guys tied up off the corners, pushing into the wall, pushing into each other. Love to see it. Hard racing. Oh, he dives it in there. Jason get a little loose off the corner. We've got, I think it's lap 110, about 10 laps to go here in the stage. 38, all over him here. Because it's too early to move you, but it's definitely not too early to pressure the heck out of you and try to make you make a mistake. Oh man, he gets close to his left rear there in the entrance of turn 1 and 2. If your strategy is to pressure Jason Fensler into making a mistake, though, you may be waiting a while. Dylan Zampa up to 8th place here. He's just trying to gain as much track position as he can to set himself up for the final stage. Jason Seams up to 5th. He's still trying to recover from that accident. Tyler Merritt's starting to fall back a little bit here. We'll see if maybe he's trying to regroup, cool his tires down, or if he's maybe burned his stuff off a little bit. Like maybe he's a little better in 3 and 4, not quite as good in 1 and 2. I'm staying with him. Jason Seams has gotten around Dylan Walterman. Dylan Walterman's still falling back. He's back to 7th. Zampa up to 5th, and Jason Seams up to 4th. Merritt not giving up whatsoever. We got 4 to go on the stage. There's no tire saving going on now. These guys are going all out trying to get a stage win. Oh my goodness! I was looking up at the scoreboard. He tried to slide job and got into him, and he's going to take the lead. I gotta be honest, I kind of missed what happened there. I looked away for a second, I looked back up, and Tyler's in the lead. Jason getting into the wall a little bit there. I think Tyler's going to get a stage win. Is something wrong with Jason Fensler? He's probably not real happy with how he got raced there. Maybe we can go back and take a look at that at the stage break. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Dylan Zampa trying to make a move on Jason Seams. And then also maybe Noah Tansman. If he can get up to 3rd here before the end of the stage, that is incredible. And it would set him up very well for the final stage. We have 1 to go on the stage. Jason Seams cutting inside of Noah Tansman there. That's back out front. It will be Tyler Merritt collecting the stage win. Hearing from our producer, it may not be possible to go back and look at what happened. But you, the viewer, feel free to rewind if you didn't catch it the first time like me. What a battle, though. What a race so far. We are blessed. We are all blessed. Thank you, Rusty Wallace, for building this track. I can't believe there's not a... wait, they did go. The cup race... There was a cup race there at Iowa this year. Finally. But they ruined it by only repaving half of the track. I wonder why they repaved only the bottom. I truly wonder why. Did they run out of money? That's my first question. Did they run out of money, or did they run out of time? I think I heard them say they ran out of time, and they couldn't pave the top half of the track. But I suspect maybe they ran out of money. Either way, it was a terrible decision. The race was still pretty good. Luckily, that is not the case on iRacing. Here, There's no new pavement here. As they come down pit road for what will be a critical pit stop. Can't have any mistakes here. Looks like they all pull into their boxes cleanly. Except for Jason Finley, what's going on there? Oh man, that's gonna cost him. That looked like 4 or 5 seconds that he lost there. I don't know if he didn't pull into his pit box straight, or it didn't look like he overshot it because he pulled forward and then reversed. So, not sure exactly what happened there, but that's gonna hurt him. And we've seen it now from all 3 of the fastest cars in this race, having to overcome some sort of adversity. Tyler and Dylan have managed to do it so far. Jason, now it's your turn. Looks like he's only going to be back to 8th place here, so not all the way in the back of the pack like Tyler and Dylan had to deal with. That makes things interesting. Not that they wouldn't have been interesting, the 3 of them starting out front, but it's only right. It's only fair. Dylan, Tyler, they had to go through the pack. Jason, it's your turn. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens here in this final stage. Obviously, nobody can make it on fuel, so everybody will have to stop at least once. But if we get an early caution within 10-15 laps, you might see some guys pit and try to just coast and make it on fuel. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back and we'll see this exciting final stage.
You're looking mighty thirsty. Wild Bill's, pure cane sugar, old-fashioned sodas. As the lights are out on the pace car, we are ready to go. Keep an eye on that red car up on top there, about 4 rows back. Barring any mistakes or mishaps, he will get back up to the top 3, just a matter of how long will it take. Oh, has chosen the inside for the restart, and he gets a pretty decent start. Not quite the advantage that Jason was getting, but very good start. Everybody tiptoeing a little bit through the first corner on those cold tires. Oh, the 5 car sideways and he's going to go around. Too much damage it looks like from him. A couple 360s in the middle of the corner. He upsets the car a little bit there by touching the apron. It hurts him going down the backstretch, so I'm. Yeah, gets in there a little too hard. Maybe thinking he has to make up for the little bit of a mistake coming off two. I have to get in there hard. Just didn't stick. Such a cool paint scheme, though. Little logs vibe to it, but it's actually NOS energy. Oh no, no harm, no foul there for the most part. Damage we gotta fix, but nothing race ending for anybody. Looks like Corey Hassel getting his lap back there. Very good race though. Plenty of excitement on track here. You guys have to put up with me instead of Chance in the booth, but we're making it work. What's important is the action on track is exciting. That's what's important. I do wish I was out there, but if I had to guess, I might be out of the race already with a wrecked race. Tried to turn some laps out there and practice with the boys, and there were a lot of accidents. Not just by me, but everybody. So the fact that we've been pretty green for the most part, a little bit surprising, but everybody's going to be pushing here at the end, and I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more yellow. Didn't quite go green long enough there for somebody to come down pit road and try and make it to the end, though. Hoping we get that last caution with just about 60 laps left. And then we get no more cautions. Again, this is our Tykes for Tykes charity race. We do this as a league put on here by Scott Kerberg. We do this as a league once every year. In the past, it's been done just as a standalone, just for fun kind of event, but this year we have decided to incorporate it into our regular season, so normal points paying event here tonight. If you would like to donate, we will leave some links here in the chat. Anything you donate will help buy a bike for a child who would otherwise get nothing for Christmas, so any little bit that you can donate definitely helps. We greatly appreciate it. I have not donated yet this year. That is a shame on me. I need to get on that. Overall lack of awareness is what it is. Not paying attention to the league. Like Jason's gonna restart on the inside this time back there in traffic. I'm back in traffic, and I think I'm going to the front. I'd like to be on the outside because it just gives you more options. You're on the middle, or you're on the way top. If you're on the bottom, you're on the bottom, and you're kind of at the mercy of how well traffic flows in front of you. Oh, another restart. Another restart on cold tires. Hopefully everybody keeps it together this time. Tampa from the lead gets a good launch from the top. Merritt able to keep it pretty close for the most part. Pretty good restart. Very good restart, actually. He's right on his bumper. And he's going to the inside. That's the best restart we've seen from anybody in second place by far today. Still the advantage goes to Dylan Zampa, though. Great run from Tyler down the front stretch. He's going to go to the inside. Not going to slide job him. Good move. Going to try to clear him coming off nonetheless. Not going to get it done, though. He's clear, though. He can move up now. Should have a run by the one. Let's see if he can cross him over. Not going to quite have the momentum he needs. Tyler Merritt back to the lead. I think Zampa's just being smart here. I think he knows he's got a good long run car and he's just saving his stuff. Fensler having a heck of a time, though. What's going on here? Brett Ringer just kisses the wall back behind him. Hard drive's a lot different in traffic, that is for sure. That has been used to, if not clean air, very nearly clean air. Now back in traffic. And to find somewhere to go. He's also got to be smart, though. If he tries to blow through everybody and just go as fast as he can, he's not going to have anything for Tyler and Dylan once he gets up to the front. Maybe go 3 wide? Nope. Thinking better of it here. Just nowhere to go for him. Nowhere to go unless you want to be real aggressive. And he pushes up into the 83 a little bit there. And he's struggling. He's either struggling or he's taking his time or he's boxed in. He's definitely boxed in to some extent. That'd be frustrating for him, though. Thought maybe he had a win in stage 2 locked up. Maybe gets raced a little bit rough. And then overshoots his pit box. And now he's in a mess. Not missing anything out front as Tyler has extended his lead out to 1 second. We will keep it here and watch this battle. Justin Stunard trying to come back from his spin. Great job. Battle for third. Looks like it's going to go to Jason Steams for the moment. As he does clear Noah. So Nicholas trying to follow through there. Definitely not what I expected, though. I thought Jason would be moving through a little quicker here. We go green to the end. It's going to be... Oh my goodness! They check up in front of him. He does an excellent job to stay off of the 83 car and not spin him out. Looked like maybe Nick Gardner checked up a little bit in front of him. Maybe bobbled and the 83 had to get out of the gas. Well, that doesn't help anything for Jason as he's all the way back to 10th now. 11th, actually. Battling Justin Stenard here for 10th. Justin gets tight and then loose. Able to stay off Jason and not spin out. Blackhawks, but that is a good scheme. Looks like Nicholas Seams has found his way around Noah Tansman. Oh my, Justin. That was a little more than a kiss. That was a makeout a little bit. He kissed that wall real hard. That might be a little bit of damage. Maybe not. To look at it though, Jason Fensler is 9 seconds back, but he's not that far away from 4th place. Track position wise. He's just got to pick and choose his way through everybody here. Oh my goodness. Nobody looks completely steady right now. This track is not easy, I'm telling you. These guys are hanging on, trying to race each other, trying to race the racetrack. Doing a great job. And oh, I should have said that. I should not have said that. Jason Fensler gets into the 9. Somehow he stays off the wall. Looks like everybody stayed off the wall. How are these guys not destroying each other? Take a look at what happened here. 9 washes up a little bit. Jason gets back to the gas very well. A little bit of a run down the back. And that could be netcode. That looks like it. Oh my goodness, he did get destroyed. I'm not sure who that was, but that was a heck of a hit. I'm not sure these guys actually ever touched. I think they maybe would have touched eventually, but I think netcode may have got him first a little bit. Right on board Gustafson, see if we can see what happened here. I think he might be the one that comes in and destroys Jason. Check up, check up, check up, check up. Oh my. I mean, it's not funny, but that's funny. What do you do? The guy just spins right in front of you. I believe he already used this fast repair. He might be done. Or at least his chances of being a very good finish are. 53 to go. This should be the last pit stop of the day for these guys. Jason going to use his fast repair here. Will probably come out and restart 7th or 8th again. Dylan Zampa, I believe off pit road first, yes. Dylan Zampa using that first pit stall to his advantage. We'll see what scoring comes up with here at the line, but I believe it will be Tyler, then Dylan, then Jason Seams, then Nick Gardner, and then Nick Seams. Yep. Brad Rayner back up to 6th. Good run for him. Dustin Stenard back up to 8th. Looks like these guys are able to pass, able to use the racetrack. You know, not getting stuck in dirty air in a one-lane track. Good stuff. I've seen guys have mistakes and be able to move back up through the field and get back to the front. So we'll restart this race with 49 laps to go. Not quite a full fuel run, but enough of a run where you gotta save your stuff, that is for sure. What has happened to Jason Fensler? He's back to 19th now. I wonder if... No, he's the cause of the caution, so he probably has to restart in the back. I forgot that is something we do now. Really tough break for him. He's going to have to be pretty much flawless now to get through all the way through the field and have a shot to win. Not going to doubt him. It's a tall order. Nick Gardner and Jason Seams, two guys that have definitely shown speed at certain times throughout the race. Can they keep up with these two? We've seen that Tyler and Dylan are not afraid to race hard, so if they get into each other, it could be the guy in third that's sitting pretty. The lights are out on the pace car, and we get ready to restart here. 49 laps to go. We kind of restart. The one gets on the outside here. He goes relatively late in the box. Doesn't really get a good start. Good job by Tyler on the bottom. Dylan may be trying to set him up a little bit for later in the race where he'll go right away. As Brad Ringer gets into the wall. Great job on it by him keeping it in the wall. Oh, that's painful though. Oh, the one gets loose. Able to hold on well though. Oh, we got a yellow. Big wreck. Kerberg's in it. Oh no. And Jason Fensler is in it as well. I believe he just disconnected. See what happened. They go around Brad, who's in the wall. And it starts way up in front of him. And Fensler not able to get it wound up. And that will end his night. Take another look at it and see exactly how this one started. Noah Tansman not getting a good arc into the corner. Yep, and he gets loose on the exit. That honestly started at the very beginning of the corner. I'm not sure why he was so low down the backstretch, but if you enter a corner like that, it's going to be tight, and you're going to have to put a lot of wheel into it. And then all of a sudden, it's not going to be the corner anymore, and you're still going to have a lot of wheel into it. It's going to get loose. Like that's what happened there. Man, tough break for Jason though. Great car. Just one mistake on pit road. No balls for him. He'll be back next week though, ready to get another win. I think it's going to come down to the 1 and the 38 here. And if they get into each other or make mistakes or burn their stuff up racing each other, it's going to be important who's in third, especially towards the end of the race. If I'm Jason or if I'm Nick, I'm battling for third here. Especially at a track like Iowa where you're so close to each other. You got to be ready for anything. I wonder if Dylan was intentionally going later in the restart there, on that last restart, so that later in the race, maybe not even here, I would do the same thing. I would go late again here, and then if you get a really late one, you go early, and you get a nice, good restart. Tyler could just be really good at restarting on the bottom, though, and be really good at keeping pace. He's done the best job we've seen so far of not letting the leader get too far out in front. We've still got 19 cars on the lead lap here. Looks like Noah Tansman is also retired from the race. Noah, Jason, Austin, David, Corey Hassler, Christopher Heights are out of the race so far. Great for Brad there too on that restart, getting up into the wall. Great job by him though of keeping it up into the wall and not collecting anybody else. That is awfully painful to do. You want to rip the wheel and rip the car off the wall as quick as you can, but doing so can definitely put the other drivers in jeopardy. So really selfless by him to keep it up in the wall. And this is our Tykes for Tykes race here in the Underdog Racing League. All donations tonight go towards buying bikes for kids for Christmas, so any amount will help. Sure to stick around after the race. The drivers have a little bit of a surprise for everyone. Shout out Scott Kerberg for putting this on. And thank you to everybody that has donated so far, for sure. We'll be coming to green with about 40 laps to go here, maybe 41. Still long enough of a run to wear some tires out, so you can't push it too hard right away. But we're getting close to being able to go all out for a full run. Guys should all have at least one more set of tires sitting in the pits, if that comes into play. As we are green again, and a little bit better of a start from Dylan. We got Justin Stunard back all the way up here. How do you get up here? For sure, I just saw that car pirouetting down into the infield not that long ago. Oh, Jason Seams getting deep into the corner there. Washes up a little bit, but they all stay straight, and he's loose off the corner. As we got a battle for the lead again. Tyler Merritt, always strong on these restarts, not quite as good on the long run, so he wants to get out front, no question about it. He wants to get out front right now and be able to control the race at his own pace. If he can just be even with Dylan going into turn 3, I think he can clear him. It looks like he's close there. Maybe not quite, as we got a yellow again. Put it out, put it out, put it out. It's this 7 car of Blake Kennedy. Take a look at what happened here. Bumps. 100% bumps. See? It took almost the whole race, but I told you guys, those bumps. That is what I think happened there, is he collects the 9 with him. Tough luck for the 9 of Cody Dorsey tonight. Are we going to pit? Are we going to see anybody pit? Maybe not, no. 38 thought about it. Not sure if anybody else decided to come down, but none of the leaders decided to come down. Very interesting. We've got the lone 5 car of Jason Bottoms. Can't believe nobody else pitted, though. If you're Tyler or Dylan, you probably think you can win the race just based off things the way they are, but I would have thought, I don't know, 5th, 6th, 7th place. Come down, throw some tires on, see what happens. I know these guys haven't had a lot of green flag runs here, but tires matter. Tires definitely matter. We still have about 19 cars in the lead lap, so the 5 probably not going to work out for them. But you could catch a caution in 5, 6, 7 laps here and then stay out if everybody else pits. But we will see. These leaders just feel like we haven't had enough green flag laps on the tires, though. 3 or 4 more laps, and I think you would have seen more. Oh, he's ready. He's pulled up alongside him. He's ready to go. Well, Justin Stenard, though, up 20 spots from the start of the race. We could pull up his graph of his running order. It would be all over the place. Checking on the seams, boys. We got 4th, 6th, and 7th for the 3 seams. Jason getting the better of him so far. Where's Will Young? Why is Will Young not in this race? It's blasphemy. He probably just didn't want to stink up the show, you know. Bikes for Tykes. We want to put on a good show. Don't want one person leading 200 laps. Good on you, Will. Good job. Thank you. We've had close racing up towards the front all night, and I hope it continues because this track provides lots of opportunities late in the race for various different types of maneuvers. We've seen a few slide jobs tonight. We've seen a few people misjudge their entries. The lights are out on the pace car, and I think every restart here, the intensity is just going to crank up, and it's going to get more and more exciting. But don't go anywhere. We'll have just over 30 laps to go here. 35, I believe. Laps are winding down, running out of time here. Intensity's about to pick up. We'll see what kind of restart the one gets this time. He goes relatively late in the restart zone again and doesn't get too big of a jump. I think Tyler's just got that inside lane figured out here on these restarts. He's going to do it so many times this race. I think he's figuring it out. Keep an eye on Jason Seams, though. He's still looking. Keep an eye on Justin Stenard because he is either an inch away from the wall or he's in the wall on the exit of these corners. He's as exciting as anybody to watch. On the back, side by side. Tyler thinking he's clear, maybe. He is. One car back to the inside with a crossover. Now you do a slide job. Thinking about it, thinking about it. He's clear, maybe no. I think if it was the last lap, he maybe would have decided that he was clear. Now he's clear. Is he going to take it? He sure is. 38 back to the inside. Crossover city here, and they're both still pulling away. 38 back out front. And this is great racing. Keeping 38 though is going to be keep those tires on the car. Keep those tires underneath you. Don't burn them off. Save some stuff for the end here. We only got 30 laps to go. One of Tyler still putting plenty of pressure on him. One of Dylan, I mean. Not letting him get away. They both snuck away from Jason a little bit, though. Put about a second in between them. You though, that battle for third, do not sleep on it, because if these guys get together, that will be your winner. And also, whoever finishes third has the misfortune of speaking to me after the race. So, see how aggressive Dylan is here. He probably thinks that the 38 is going to fall off a little bit at the end of the run, so he's probably not pushing it too hard. But the laps are winding down, and as they do, he's going to feel the need more and more to get back out in front of it. "175 laps is a long time to figure out your car and figure out what your weaknesses are and correct them, though. He gets into the wall a little bit there, loses his momentum, and Dylan's going to look to the inside again. Oh my, he's close to the wall. And they're close to each other. Margin for error just so small right now. Any little mistake by these guys, and it could cost them the race. And there are plenty of places to make a mistake on this track. Pretty much anywhere. Tyler able to hold them off for now, though. Dylan Zampa probably should have won last week at Kansas, but strategy was just not in his favor. Probably had the fastest car. He definitely feels like he needs to make up for it and get a win here. I couldn't even tell you as the fastest car today, though. If you ask me who the fastest guy is, I would ask you at what point in the race, because it has been changing. Tyler's putting together some good laps here, though. Some really good laps. He stretched the lead out to about half a second almost. Go back and look at some more craziness throughout the field. Just set that camera right on that 33 car, and I bet you'll catch some action. This battle for third just about as good as the battle for the lead. 20 to go here. What a statement it would be from Tyler Merritt, though. He could just keep increasing that lead and somehow get a comfortable win out of this crazy event. That would be quite the statement. I don't think Dylan's going to let him get away, though. I feel like Justin Sternard drives at 110% every single lap. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but on a longer run towards the end of the race, it can come back to bite you a little bit. He's fun to watch, though, I tell you what. Looking at lap times here, Tyler's still a little bit quicker. Lead up to 0.7 of a second. There's no way it can be that easy, right? I don't know if Dylan is maybe burning his stuff off or if he's just taking it easy and gonna make one last late charge at the end. I think he's in trouble. I think he's in big trouble here. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but that 38 car is driving off into the distance right now. You can hear his tires. He's not saving anything, I don't think. That car is just not turning for him. Looks like he's putting a ton of wheel into it there in the middle of the corner. Could be his steering ratio, but he's about a tenth a lap slower right now, a tenth and a half that lap. You can see him searching around, trying to find a spot on the track to gain that time back, but it is not working right now. Up to 1.1 seconds. At this point, Dylan Zampa might be open for a caution. Ride along with Nick Seams. Racing with Ryan Seams for 5th. The battle for 3rd, Jason Seams has it. Nick Gardner wants it. He might take it. Nope, might not. These two guys have shown a lot of pace at different times throughout the race, but not quite enough as some gasses it up and they make a little bit of contact coming off the corner there. Excellent shot of the spring there, cameraman. In case you're wondering what that front was looking like. This is the best race on the track, though, because Tyler Merritt has extended the lead to 1.5 seconds. That bringer, nice recovery from him. Seems like just 5 minutes ago he was stuck up in the wall, so see him back up in 7th. That is excellent. I like how there's 3 seams and they are all pretty close in pace, so they're racing each other a lot. That's awesome. Don't stop believing. I won't, buddy. I won't stop believing that there will be a last lap pass. I'm not stopping believing that. There's going to have to be a yellow. The lap times look like they have evened off, though. Tyler and Dylan out front, but it could be Tyler just trying to manage the gap. What a performance from him, though, late in this race. Excited to get them up in the booth and ask them what the heck just happened. We have 7 laps to go here. Reminder, stick with us here after the race. I signed an NDA, so that's all I can say. But oh, there's your caution almost. 16 car of Dylan Walterman. Gives the 83 of Ryan Seams the business a little bit there. There's plenty of opportunity for a yellow. There's a lot of hard racing going on around. You're Tyler Merritt, though. You're just praying everybody keeps their car pointed in the right direction. Four to go here in the Bikes for Tykes race at Iowa. Not missing anything out front. The gap now 2.2 seconds between Tyler and Dylan. What a race we have seen tonight, though. Lots of battles, few accidents, a lot of really good battles for the lead. Doesn't look like we're going to get that to end the race here, but what a performance by Tyler Merritt here in the final stage. Got to navigate some top traffic here. 1.5 laps from victory. He has managed to stretch that lead all the way out to 2.7 seconds as he takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. I don't know if Dylan burned his tires off or Tyler was just saving it for the end. I'm not sure what happened, but 2, 3, and 4 for the final time. Tyler Merritt is going to win the Bikes for Tykes race at Iowa. Congratulations, Tyler. Great race from everybody. Very exciting. Great job, Tyler. Making it from the back to the front. Dylan, too, but nobody had the speed to match him at the end there. Let's keep an eye on our drivers and see what happens here. It's always one of the coolest parts of these Bikes for Tykes races. Everybody remembering why we're all here tonight. Look at that beauty of a track. Here we go. Let her eat, boys. Let her eat. Oh yeah, this is madness. It's like the championship race where you get 2 guys doing donuts on steroids. You get the whole field doing donuts. They should do another 10-lap sprint race on that little track, front stretch there. '38 car still doing his burnouts though. He deserves it. Master of Iowa tonight, Tyler Merritt, everybody. Frustrating couple weeks for Dylan Zampa. Couple second place finishes. We'll see what he has to say. Good solid finish for Nick Gardner. He was consistent all night long. Didn't quite have the speed to go up there and compete for the win, but he was solid. Looks like we got our first guy in the waiting room. Not gonna go in order here. Let's just see what Dylan Zampa has to say. Hey Dylan, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a race. That was so much fun watching you guys battle for the lead up there. All race long, it seemed like. You had a little bit of adversity. You had to go back, fight your way through the whole field. Got up to second. What more did you need there at the end? How did Tyler get away from you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I felt really good the first 2 stages, and then I got back up front after a good pit stop for the last stage, and my plan was just to ride until the last like 10 laps, and just felt like for some reason my tires just went away super quick for some reason. Even though like we were racing side by side, like I was still just cruising. I was expecting his tires to fall off a lot quicker, but they didn't. But a little bummed on that. Feel like we finished second, just waiting for that opportunity. Just like what I said last week, just looking to get that one spot better. Just been doing all the right things, just trying to be consistent, and just another second place finish. I guess I'll just take that and move on to the next one.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough. 2 second place finishes in a row. It's gotta be frustrating, but you've shown plenty of speed here. I think just the consistency from you. It's been very impressive to see. And what about the track? What can you say about the track? Did you have fun driving out there tonight? What were you fighting throughout the whole race? Were you tight? Were you loose? What was it like out there?
Yeah, I mean, Iowa, good racetrack. Three wide racing. Multiple groups to race, and so I knew coming into this race that it was later in a run it was gonna be hard to pass, and it definitely showed that. When I was coming back through the field in the second stage, like it definitely was a little bit difficult after 10, 15 laps. It was hard to get the runs up off the corner, but good racetrack. Just fighting a little bit of tightness, through the run. You just got to do as much as you can to save it for when it counts. And I feel like I was saving as much as I could in that last stage, and just like what I said, just the right front just kind of fell off right there, and just couldn't do anything to catch back up to Tyler. He ran a good race. He did everything he needed to do, and congrats to him. And super bummed for all my buddies, Jason, Blake, and Cooley, and sucks they couldn't finish the race, and so we'll take a second and we'll move on to the next one.
Thank you very much for putting on a hell of a show. It was so much fun watching you guys battle from the lead. Again, great pace from you. I'm sure we've not heard the last from you this season, and we'll be watching out for you next week. Good race, man.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you at the next one.
Yes, sir. All right, let's bring in our winner here, Tyler Merritt. See what he's got to say. Hey, Tyler, you got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, what a race. So exciting. It was so awesome to watch you guys battle up front there, and you had some adversity there. You going from the back to the front, able to make your way through the field, and amazing time, honestly. You spliced and diced right through there. I can't believe you just snuck away from Dylan like that. How'd you do it? How'd you sneak away from him like that at the end?
The plan was just to get him on the outside lane, because I know it's where you preferred be, and just make him just burn his tires up, because the outside lane bursts tires so much faster than the inside lane here. And
Sure.
the thing was just make him burn up where he can't turn as well, and then just get on the outside of him out turn 3 and 4, and turn 1, and just cross underneath him, and just make sure he can't get just do that to clear him. And then I was like, well, if I do that and he's burned his tires up enough, I should be able to pull away, and that's what happened.
Sure. I mean, you couldn't have expected to be able to pull out by that much, though. I mean, that was crazy.
Well, I'd say I wasn't planning. Actually, I wasn't expecting to make this race tonight, because I actually went into work on my day off to go help another location an hour away. But
Sure.
so I didn't practice until maybe 30 minutes before the session opened. But Iowa is, I'd say, probably my best track for NASCAR. It's a track
Sure.
that I'd like to say actually this was my first actual high SOF C-Fixed win. And after that, I just started just grinding this track, so I know it pretty well. I want to say I wish I would have qualified a little better, because I screwed up both laps, but it was fun battling tonight.
Yeah, it was fun to watch you cut back up through the field, and like you said, a great track. It gives you options, and it's not easy, so you definitely have to keep paying attention the whole race. But great drive from you, man.
I appreciate it.
That's just awesome. I can't wait to watch you again next week.
Oh yeah,
Between you, Dylan, and Jason, it's been great.
Yeah, the Roval is, well, it depends on the layout it is. It's not my best road course, but it's a Roval. I'm typically good in the NASCAR stuff at the road track, so I'm gonna make sure to put a lot of practice in for next week. Hopefully, get in or win. And make sure I can try to put my way into the playoffs because I missed a couple races due to Hurricane Helene, But thanks for the broadcast, man. I want to thank Wizards Products and specifically the CEO, John, for coming on as my first paid sponsor. And McConey Setup Shop, Jeff, all of them over there for employing me on here as a second job makes to ride, making a little money. I don't have to pay for my Irish stuff anymore. And I want to thank Thomas Stanley and the rest of my team, Full Send Racing, Wanted Goons, which is esports org that backs me. And I want to thank Justin and all the rest of the admins for making this league pretty fun, even though we all butt heads at times.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you what, I apologize for last week for almost wrecking you and ruining your race.
It's fine. It's fine. I think you won the race, didn't you?
I did. I got lucky on some strategy, but it's so fun to race you guys out there. A lot of times it's not a lot of competition up front, to be real honest with you, but you guys have definitely brought it to the league this year, and when I'm not racing with you guys, it's fun to watch you from the broadcast booth. So keep it up, and we'll see how the rest of the year plays out.
All right. Well, I'll be ready to be back next week, guys. Take it easy, Chase.
Yep, sounds good. I don't know if I'll make it. I suck at the Roval, so I probably won't try too hard to make that one, but I'll be watching for sure.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Congrats again.
Appreciate it.
Tyler Merritt, your winner tonight. Looks like we've got Scott waiting to talk to us again. Good thing. Let's bring Scott in here one more time. What a night. What a night. Scott, you got me?
I do.
What a night, man. These guys put on a heck of a race tonight. This track is awesome. These guys are awesome. What a night.
I tell you what, that unfortunately that bump in turn one is still there, and I watched you guys get shot into the outside wall. Wow. I wish the patch was there that I saw this summer when they had the race there at Iowa. But
yeah.
I saw that you had posted in the general chat there. One of the two of you had posted that a great stage one. I mean, it was an incredible stage one. And right as that caution came out, I was getting ready to head down pit road because I was going to run out of fuel. And so I was so thankful for that caution.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, it looked like everybody really backed their pace off. Like, I don't know, people are going to run out there because not only do you have to make it to the caution, you have to make it all the way back around to pit road.
Yeah,
so
and my fuel calculator was saying somewhere between 60 to 61 laps.
Wow. Yeah.
So, stage is 60 laps, and then you got to come around again.
Yeah.
And that didn't include pacing.
Right.
So yeah, it was an incredible thing. It was pretty cool to get everyone to be able to do the burnouts. It just became kind of a tradition. That we started with that first race. And I mean, I think everybody has a great time doing that.
Oh yeah. It looks great from up here too. It looks like chaos. It looks like a lot of fun. So I hope everybody that was watching stuck around to the end and caught that.
Yeah, it's a way to celebrate for everything we did. I got to give a huge shout out to Wild Bills, our sponsor, not only for sponsoring the races, but also for their donation. It's going to buy some bikes for kids. The racers who have already donated, and I'm sure will continue to donate for my family, for my friends, for coworkers. I got to recalculate stuff because some donations came in, etc. I think we're going to be at least 21 bikes, and I know I've got money for 2 or 3 more for sure coming in. So I mean, it's an incredible thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
And the thing that really got to me was that a couple of years ago I sat down, did an interview with the manager of the car dealership that puts this on, and he told me about a story where a young man had got a bike through the Bikes for Tykes program.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked to his mom, and he saved his money all year long from doing chores and allowance and things like that.
Yeah.
He came into the dealership and said, I want to donate a bike to another kid,
You're kidding.
paying it forward. And
Wow.
so I think about how with this we touch kids' lives, and we don't know what the end outcome is going to be, but we have to hope that maybe this bike is that thing that spurs them on and
Absolutely.
turns them into somebody who's just as a productive citizen.
Yes, absolutely. That's awesome, man. And even if nothing else, it's a positive on their lives. It gets them outside with their friends, and it helps them to make memories. It's really a great thing that you're doing here, and I can't thank you enough for doing it. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I'm a little sad I didn't get to race, but being up here broadcasting, getting to watch this awesome race, it's been great.
Well, and I think everybody just really, to me, seemed like they were really on their A game. It was tough to pass. I mean, at least I saw that it was tough to pass, and I had to wait for guys to wear their tires out before I could pass them. And I'm sure they had to be saying, "Good Lord, there goes Slowpoke Scott going by me. What's going on?"
Yeah, but you don't make a lot of mistakes, though. I feel like you're pretty consistent. So you had a little bit of adversity. You got wrecked there once. You were in one accident.
Yeah, that one. Noah got turned right in front of me, and there was nowhere to go. I T-boned him, and then when I bounced off of him, I got hit from behind by somebody else, and then I was limping around going, please don't blow up so I can get into the pits and do the fast repair, because the old meatball showed up there.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love a good old meatball. Gotta love it.
So
good finish for you, though. 15th.
15th, I'll take that.
Stayed out of a lot of the trouble. Yep,
I'll take that. And every so often I can sometimes pull that strategy move and get it. Just didn't have the right strategy tonight to maybe pull myself a little further along there. So
well, it's been a lot of fun tonight. Again, thank you for putting this on. Thank you for everybody for showing up, and thank you for everybody that's donated.
I appreciate you stepping in and taking care when your brother got a little bit of laryngitis there, etc. So
Yep, no problem. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'll do it again next year, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every year I keep saying, this will probably be it. Guys are going to get tired of it, and every year we come back and people ask me like, "Are you going to do it again?" And it's like, "Yep, I'll keep doing it." So,
hell yeah. Well, good on you, man. We're all proud of you and thankful, and fun night.
Yep. So thanks again. And again, thanks again. Huge shout out to Wild Bills for their contribution, and I'm expecting to see more. We've got till the first week of December to donate bikes, so I mean, we still got time.
Anytime, yep.
So
absolutely. Well, thank you, Scott.
All right.
We'll see you back on track next week.
All right. Have a great night.
You too. And that'll do it for us. Great night here. Bikes for Tykes, Underdog Racing League, presented by Wild Bills here. Congrats to Tyler. You guys will most likely hear Chance back up in the booth, so you guys can all breathe a sigh of relief. Hopefully me back on track, and we'll see what happens. It's been a fun year up to this point, and we'll see what happens. Good night, everybody.
Shout out to Chase. Appreciate him stepping in.
There he is. There he is.
You could hear my voice. It wouldn't have been too good if I was going all night. But shout out to Scott. Shout out to Wild Bills, all our sponsors. Fun night, great racing, and we'll see you next week at the Roval, guys.